let's talk about my very first book baby, Skeleton Tree. So to get us started on this one, I'm going to show you the super cool official animated book trailer. And wasn't that intriguing? I just adore the spooky music in that trailer. So this is Skeleton Tree, and it also has another cover from the UK version that looks like this. This story features Stanley and his little sister Miren. One day Stanley goes outside in the backyard and he discovers a bone sticking out of the dirt. It kind of looks like the tip of a little finger, except it's not any ordinary bone because day by day it starts to grow. And as the skeleton grows into what looks like this creature, the skeletal creature slowly emerging from the dirt in his backyard, his little sister, Miren, who has always dealt with some serious illness all her life, starts to get worse. So Stanley has to ask the question, is this skeleton or this creature really friendly like his sister Miren thinks? Or could it possibly be to blame for her illness? No, but this book is full of mystery, magic, whimsy, and hope. There's also a contest going on. So Stanley is trying to capture images of this creature as it emerges so he can win this archaeology photo contest and hopefully get reunited with his dad again. Of course, Stanley has a lot to learn over the course of the story, and also the skeleton is not as easy to capture on camera as he thinks. Like usually when he tries to take a picture, he snaps it and the skeleton maybe covers its face so it moves when it wants to. Or the image or the video just turns out as one big white blur. So this turns out to be a pretty huge challenge that he has to get help with from his best friend, Jackson. And there are a couple of characters that I really adore in this book and would love to tell you about them. One is Jackson. So Jackson is a huge mystery fan. He's super detail-oriented, super skeptical of things like the skeleton growing in Stanley's backyard. He definitely thinks there's a scientific explanation. Jackson is someone who is very similar to myself. And he also has obsessive compulsive disorder, which I have as well and have dealt with for a long time, starting when I was around Jackson's age. So I think Jackson has his own stories to tell, but he is a secondary character in this book, so you only get a glimpse of his story. But another character who is a secondary character and you only get a glimpse of is Miss Francine. Miss Francine is the nanny that comes and takes care of Stanley and Miren, even though they don't have a lot of money, but she's kind of doing it to help them out. She's not charging her regular fees. So she's coming and she's helping them out. She was born in Kyrgyzstan, which is the country where I was a Peace Corps volunteer for about 2.5 years. And I just love her character because she's this elderly lady who is super witty and wise, and she's always just giving amazing advice to the main characters, telling stories about her favorite goat, Bucket, and her hard life growing up in those frigid, long-lasting Kyrgyz winters. So she's hilarious, definitely one of my all-time favorite characters. And one very cool thing about this version of the book is that I got to see how artists illustrator, Victoria Asinelli, envisioned all of these amazing characters. So you got to see her vision of Miss Francine, which is actually really different from mine. In my mind, Miss Francine is this huge, hulking figure wearing one of those typical, like, you know, giant, fuzzy, like really thick sweaters that you see like older Russian ladies wearing a lot. So I had pictured her a certain way, but in this book, she looks a lot different. And it's kind of funny when you're working with an illustrator, you never quite get exactly what you envisioned, but usually it's even better. So Victoria Asinelli did some gorgeous illustrations, and this is probably my favorite one that she did from the very end of that book of Miren and Princey dancing together. So really gorgeous, beautiful illustrations in that one. But there's also a secret in the US version of Skeleton Tree. So if you ever pick up a copy, make sure to turn the corner, because then you will see that there is a secret flip book. And it's kind of hard to show on screen, but this little skeleton is just saying, hey, waving at you. So it's pretty cool. I'm really loving the flip book in that one.